Hello guys and welcome to a new video and welcome to my channel where we talk about everything music from death metal to Queen and everything in between. On today's video we'll talk about the newest addition to the ML Sound Lab plugin family, the newly updated Roots plugin. So a couple of days ago I got an email from ML Sound Lab saying that they were going to update one of the most popular plugins they have, the Roots plugin, which was already awesome and it was already very popular, but it was a little outdated because they came up with some really cool stuff after the fact. So they decided to come out with the 2.0 version of this plugin, which is really cool and really updated. And they asked me to be in the beta testing and review it, and of course I said hell yeah, I'll do that, because the original plugin itself was already awesome. So yeah, this can only get better. So let's go check it out and see what changed and how good it sounds now. Alright guys, so here we go. This is what the Roots looks like now. They changed the font on it, they changed the logo, and it kind of looks very much the same. Cool thing, you can actually make it bigger or smaller now, which you weren't able to do before, so that's really cool. Okay, so on this plugin we actually do get the same 4 amplifiers we got before. We get the 5034 Fluff, which is basically one of the newer 5150s, the EVH ones, the original 5150 block letter ones, the PV, the Freeman, which is obviously a Freedman, and the Mega Fluff, which is a Mesa Boogie one. So that's really cool. Okay, so before we get to all the presets and stuff like that, you actually do get 8 presets per amplifier, so that's really cool. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I am going to show you some of them. And on the bottom, this is where it updates too. As far as the sound goes, it sounds a little bit better, but it's not a huge update. Here's where it actually changes. Okay, so here on the bottom, we do get a tuner, which we actually do get on some of the newer ML Sound Lab plugins. The pedal board now is updated to the new 6-pedal pedal board. We used to get 4 back then when the Roots first came out. We actually do get the new Borna cabinet simulator, which is really cool because you can move the microphones around. You actually do get different speakers and different mics too as well. You can play around with the mix, whereas before you could only select different cabinets and that was it. So this is definitely an upgrade. Then we get back to the amp, which is this, and then you have MIDI for MIDI controlling and stuff. So that's also upgraded on this version. And then of course the license manager, which if you already had the previous version of Roots, all you have to do is update it and it'll be already licensed to you. But if you don't have Roots, of course, you just get the new version, you don't get the old version. Okay, so let's check this out. We get 4 different amplifiers, like I said, and the cool thing about this is that the first preset on all of them is noon, which is basically everything set up at noon, which I really enjoy because then you can play all 4 and really listen and really hear the different character of every amplifier. Check this out. This is the 5034 Fluff at noon. This is what it sounds like. No pedals, nothing. $5151 Fluff. Definitely darker sounding. Now let's try out the Freeman. And the Mega Fluff, which is the Mesa. Cool. Okay, so now if we actually engage the pedal board and we set up a pedal, let's say, the noise gate and the drive, which is the TS9. So no drive, all the level and the tone at about 6, which is basically my go-to on preset. If we move from amplifier to amplifier, it remains with us. So check this out. This is the Mesa with the settings. It's just a little bit tighter and it's not as dark anymore. Let's go to the Freeman. $5151. And the 5034. That's pretty good. That's a really good starting point. Now let's check out some of the presets. Let's try out Guitar Hero Lead. Let's see what that sounds like. Now obviously, now it's changed. So if I go to the pedal board, I can actually see what is engaged. And also on the cabinet, I can see what speaker and what mic is being used. check out something else. Let's check out the Guitar Solo Man on the 5151, and let's bring out the noise gate a little bit, because you know this is a very microphonic guitar. It's a very hot, you know, very high output pickups. So I got, you know, a bunch of LEDs around, and it picks them up big time. So let's see what it sounds like now. Definitely usable, definitely. Let's check something out on the Freeman. American Rock. Let's see what that sounds like. No reverb. Pretty cool. Let's check out something on the Mega. Preset Fluff. That's just nasty. Let's check that out. I like the name of it. That is just nasty. Mega Boost. That I like. Now check that out. That's almost my setting right there. It's at about 9. I use it at around 6, but that's cool. And then the noise gate, you know, I'll just bring it a little bit higher, and let's play some Metallica. That's awesome. You can definitely hear that Mesa sound there. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's play around with the cabinet a little bit before we go. Okay, so this is our options. We have speaker 1, which is the guy on the left. We have Mesa oversized or Mega oversized. The Freeman Vintage 30 and the M25. And I think we do get the same ones on the side. Yeah, on the right we get the same ones. And then we have 4 different microphones that you can use. And then we can move these around. So let's check this out. This is what it sounds like, you know, out of the presets. Let's move this guy over to the left side, or away from the cone, basically. Can you tell the difference? Definitely a little bit more harsh in the middle, but you know, it's not that bad, because I mean, it's blended, and the ribbon 160 has got a lot of that bottom end. So let's see if I get this guy out of the way. If you want some balls, that's where it's at. Will it chug? Yes. Now let's get them both out of the center. We expected worse. Okay, let's go back to the Mesas, just, you know, for shits and giggles. Let's get this guy right there off axis, which is my favorite, and let me get this guy a little bit closer. This guy, bam. And let's just change, you know, the speakers. I do like the Vintage 30. That's probably my favorite speaker out of the bunch. So let's check that out. got carried away there. That sounds really good. I'm gonna change this guy to a 25, and let's just try out the 421. Oh, I like that. It actually changed the thing too. That's cool. Okay, let's bring it up all the way out. Get a little more bottom end. Definitely more mid-heavy. And now we can actually move the mix. So if I move it all the way to the right, then all I hear is this guy here. And if I move it all the way to the left, this is what I get. So let's check out the 57 on the Freeman a lot to the left and see what that sounds like. I don't hate that. Let's go back to the 421. Way off axis. You definitely need to blend that with something else. Alright guys, so I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please drop me a like if you did. Drop me a comment in the comment section down below. Of course, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Like and man if you haven't yet. And if you enjoyed the content and you want to help the channel out big time, make sure you hit the join button down there. Or please consider becoming a patron to the channel. A little goes a long way and we surely do appreciate it. I will see you guys next time. Pat out, middle on, dudes.